Hello, hello, and welcome back for the continuing adventures of the world's greatest ninja, 61-year-old Hollywood film legend Bruce Willis, in Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM 2. And I know he seems like an unlikely candidate. Bruce Willis, you wouldn't think, superior ninja skills. He's 61 years old, but it doesn't matter. I guess experience really does count because Bruce Willis is a goddamn ghost. And no, that wasn't a subtle reference to The Sixth Sense because, as much as I might wish otherwise, I'm not clever enough to come up with that sort of dank reference on the fly on purpose. I might stumble backwards into it like I did that last one, but that's the only way I'm ever going to drop one that smoothly. But let's set my stupidity aside for a moment and talk about the fact that even though Bruce didn't score a single kill last mission, I'm still giving him the MVP nod. The guy was invisible. He was as undetectable as a fart in a sewer pipe. He was a mystery. He completely stymied our enemies, and the intel he relayed back to the team let them absolutely dismantle Advent. They took him apart like John Oliver on Donald Trump. It was brutal, just brutal. And I want more. I want more. And not only do I want more, but we've actually got a way that we can make Bruce more invisible. I know it doesn't seem possible. How could you be more undetectable than a fart in a sewer pipe? But the answer is, we give him a submachine gun, because this not only further reduces his detectability radius, it also makes him faster. He's a faster ghost now. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to try it, and I think it's going to work. Now, you know what? Now that I've said that, I've pretty much guaranteed my jinx, and I'm wondering if the bonus that you get from wielding an SMG isn't the same as the bonus we got for concealment, and now I'm starting to wonder maybe those bonuses don't stack. But hey, there's only one way to find out, and that's we'll just test it. If Bruce's detection radius is just unbelievably tiny while wielding an SMG, that's the way have him roll from henceforth. If not, we'll switch back to the shotgun. It's fine. So we got a resource cache, takes 7 days. We got some supplies. We could use supplies. We're getting close to mag weapons, 16 days. And you may be saying 16 days is actually not that close. But, it's close-ish. We are going to need those supplies when our mag weapons finish. We're going to have to develop the actual devices themselves, and they cost a friggin' fortune. So let's grab all of the loot that we can. More progress. This is good, though. Operation Dark Wolf. So we've got our first alien facility, and it is located in Western Africa. Yeah, I'm working on it, Bradford. But this has double benefits. One, it's only 2 pips away, so we won't have to build a facility well, no, we will have to build a comms facility before we can reach over there. Son of a bitch. But on the plus side, we are like in the right, we're taking the right path to get there. So we finish making contact here. Probably we build a radio relay. Then we head over to Europe. We got to get a comms facility online at some point. We got a lot of stuff to do on our to-do list, and resources, I mean, they're a necessary part of all of that. So there's our power relay right there. Fantastic. Carry on. We don't actually need that power just yet. What did we get out of this? Okay. Additional supplies in a few weeks. Well, I would really rather have additional supplies now, but I guess I'm completely boned. So let's go back and try and finish making contact. Really, though, what I just want a mission. I want to try the new super stealthy Bruce Willis. We got the new low visibility model. He shaved his head. Karen Allen has recovered from her wounds. That's nothing short of fantastic. I'm quite glad to have a gunner back on the staff. And also, Karen Allen, I think, has been, like, from a kill to mission perspective, our #1 unit. She's also the only unit we have with Shred, which is useful. So Operation Crystal Tears, this counters midnight raids, and we have we don't know what the hidden event was, though, and I kind of would rather counter the hidden event. All right, so we got to protect the device. I actively despise protect the device missions, but on the plus side, this will give us an opportunity to take our sniper, put him up in a high place, and not have to worry about moving him. Then again, Jamie Lee Curtis is a snapshot sniper, so moving him is maybe not fantastic. And it's also going to make Bruce Willis's scouting ability somewhat less useful as well, since we're likely going to be on the move. All right, well, you know what, Sigourney? You've done some journeyman work for us here, but I need my Indy back. Indy? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And we are still working on naming some troopers. I've been deliberately not taking those newbies out on missions because I want to give you guys an opportunity to drop a comment down in the old comment section. And in fact, here you go. Pick yourself a trooper and decide, you know, what job you would like to assign them. So we've got these rookies down here. If you want to try and name yourself a rookie, you know, I'm not creative enough to be, you know, consistently funny, so I leave it up to you, the internet, who are occasionally amusing, to try and come up with something that will amuse you, if nothing else. So we got Karen Allen, and I don't really feel like we're going to need to make a whole lot of changes here, but there are a few minor things we want to do. We got some weapon upgrades, and it feels like maybe we should just go ahead and get these slotted. Repeater. Well, no reason to not toss the scope on, so let's give Jamie Lee Curtis a little bit of sight action. That's going to help her from an aim perspective. And then we've got a couple repeaters. I really feel like we should probably give one to Harrison Ford. Should we give him the advanced repeater? I mean, he is going to take more shots than just about anybody else. Do we do it? You know what? Yeah, we might as well. Free instant kills. Let's try it. It's a 10% chance for a kill on any shot, and he does have the ability that lets him hit for half damage. If we throw that repeater on there, sometimes we may just get a bonus kill. And speaking of bonus kills, we might as well put a repeater on somebody else's weapon. You know, I'm actually kind of thinking maybe Bruce Willis is the right guy for the job. If we come... Well, no, you know what? We're better off just selling that one. It's a 5%... God damn it. It's a 5% chance, and I would rather have, like, the 12 supplies that we'll get for selling that than I would have a 1 in 20 chance of insta-gibbing an enemy with a shot from Bruce Willis's SMG. If it comes down to a situation where we need that SMG to one-shot kill somebody, we might, you know, we're banking on a 1 in 20 to get it done. We might as well just cut our own throat. It's not gonna happen. That's not the kind of odds you gamble on. You know, unless you're terrible at math and just drunk as shit in Vegas. So Operation Crystal Tears, let's do this. We gotta protect the device. I think we got a shot. I mean, protect the device missions, actually, I think, may be the missions I have had the worst luck with in the course of XCOM 2. Something odd always seems to happen, like it catches on fire and burns down, or explodes, or a sectopod stomps it flat. There always to be... That's not likely to happen here, because we haven't encountered sectopod. I mean, at least I hope not. I would be crying some serious crystal tears if a sectopod showed up and stomped it flat. Although, you know, we are going to have to be fighting a sectopod in the reasonably near future. I'm not sanguine about that, but the Shen's Last Gift DLC and the Alien Hunters DLCs ultimately are going to have to be completed. We got to put them on the menu at some point. I think I'm going to wait till after mag weapons and plated armor, though. There's no reason to rush those missions. There really is no reason to rush them. We got plenty of time. I definitely want the mag weapons, because last time I played on Legendary, I learned my damn lesson about going to do the Shen's Last Gift DLC. That, yeah, didn't care for that one bit. With base weapons and, like, a 4-man roster, suck. Yeah, there's like 1 billion of them between us and it, so while this mission doesn't have a timer, I mean, this one definitely does. Alright, Bruce, let's get out there. Okay, let's see what their detection tile looks like vis-a-vis Bruce Willis here. It is minuscule, actually. It is, like, very tiny. I don't know if it's any... You know what? I don't think the SMG actually has additionally further reduced it, though. I don't think it's any smaller because of our... You know what? No, I take that back. It is smaller because the detection tile on these civilians was literally 1 tile. See? Okay, Stallone has an SMG, and it's... Well, no, never mind. It's 1 tile on Stallone, too. So the bonus is the same. All right, well, we switch Bruce back to the shotgun, then. That's all there is to it. Our whole team is concealed. We're gonna switch Bruce back to the shotgun, then. There's no reason to not have him wielding the shotgun. And you have a flank shot? Pretty good one. Also, what's our hack ability here? Alien facility lead or hypnography. Hypnography just reduces the alien's will. I honestly don't understand why the game considers that a useful benefit. I cannot think of a situation where that is a thing I would actively seek to do. So how many guys are in this pod? 3. What do we got? We got an Advent drone, 1 sectoid, and what is this guy? He has 6 health, which is weird. That's an odd total. Okay, Jamie Lee Curtis, can you see that guy? What is he? An Advent... Oh, he's a gunner! Oh, that man needs to die. 86% chance for Jamie Lee to take him down. That guy might be able to do the same things that gunners do for us, and I would not be a fan of that in the slightest. Yeah, you know what? This pod dies immediately. We're not going to dick around here. You guys are all grenadable. Clint Eastwood is going to come drop a grenade on your faces. You guys got to go. So this is our alien pack right here. We're getting, we're starting to see, getting some use out of it. Aliens going to scatter like roaches with the lights coming on. Look at them run. If we have to leave one thing alive, it's going to be that sectoid. We don't give a shit about it. God damn it, they have spotted Bruce Willis. Okay, well, that's bad, but it's not the end of the world. And Jamie Lee Curtis can no longer see any targets, huh? I mean, sure, that's totally sensible. No targets whatsoever. Yeah, that's exactly what I expected. All right, so who has a shot at that jackhole then? Actually, Bruce Willis? No, because you double moved. Shit. All right, I don't want to shoot the surveillance drone. I don't care about the sectoid. I actually want to shoot... I want to shoot literally anyone else. Okay, so Indy... We bring you up here. I don't think you're going to be able to throw a grenade that far. What I would like for you to do is grenade this area... No, don't hunker down. Grenade this area over here and open up our line of sight. Oh, you can throw it. Assuming we can... All right, well, do it. I want this guy dead more than I want anything else on the map dead. We can shut down the drone, and Karen Allen got it done. We can shut down the drone, and we can ignore the sectoid if we have to. I'd prefer to not ignore him. I'd also prefer to not shut down the sectoid if I don't have to. Or shut down the drone if I don't have to, because that is a cooldown we don't necessarily want to use if we don't have to use it. Harrison Ford, what's your hit chance here? Light him up. Excuse me? Okay, well, I was gonna try and be a little salty there, but there was like a weird thing that happened with the confirmation. But honestly, we got the kill, so suddenly I don't have to care anymore. Yeah, Morgan Freeman just killed this. You're just fine. We got a respectable chance to kill this piece of garbage. The great one cuts it down. You know, Morgan Freeman, you're right. It was pretty awesome, actually. My many years deep in the prison of Shawshank has taught me to live up to the shank, Pete. I know how and where to deliver a shanking when a bitch needs shank. You mess with Morgan Freeman, Pete, you're gonna get cut. You're gonna get cut, son. And so civilian making a break for it. I'm really salty about the fact that we lost our Bruce Willis Shinobi action, which means we no longer want to take our scout moves with Bruce Willis. We'd be much better off to do that with Sylvester Stallone. Okay, we picked up 1 Illyrium core. That's like the most disappointing loot of all time. We also have Vulture, and I can't help but notice that the aliens didn't shoot the thing. So if they took a turn and didn't fire on the device, I kind of feel like maybe we should... Is there any way we can get up onto this rooftop? Yes. In fact, we should have plotted that move much better than we did. But that's fine. We got a turn. The aliens didn't shoot last turn, so it seems like maybe we can afford to take a turn here. Be a little cautious. They gave us 1 freebie, and we used it to eliminate one of their pods. So we would just want to move as far forward as we can get and not spawn any additional enemies, which means basically everybody's going to try and come up to this sort of firing line here along these trees. I don't want to go even 1 tile further forward. So you know what? We're going to make this just a straight up legitimate actual firing line. Overwatch there for you. Harrison Ford, have you run over here. You know what? Hide behind the mailbox. It's fine. Bruce Willis, I know you got more movement in you, buddy. You also got the rhythm in you. You can feel it. It's deep in your heart, deep in your soul. You can feel it. Feel it, the rhythm. Feel the beat. But as much as you might be feeling the beat right now, I'm not. I don't want to go charging in here. At least not until Jamie Lee Curtis has had a chance to reposition. The enemy, once again, did not shoot at the thing.
What's over there?
Who cares what's over there, Jamie Lee? Well, there's a bunch of bad guys over there. And you can see what? An exploding gas barrel. So, the enemies are right here lurking around the actual device. So, how close could we get without completely porking ourselves? And who would we like to take that move? I mean, if Bruce Willis goes... You know, he may not be... They may not be able to see him from here. that might be safe. Let's go here first. Okay, definitely was not safe. They're on both sides of the wall. They're on the front side and the back side. This is not fantastic for us, but likewise, it's also not the end of the world. Worst case scenario, we can pitch a flashbang in there and do some solid work. All right, so Indy could, between a flashbang and a suppression, I think we might be able to make ourselves literally unhittable. And one of them did take cover beside that tank. Your hit percentage on this guy's got to be just flat out amazing, right? Honestly, it's not as good as I might have hoped. We got the great one. Could go do some shotgun surgery. Instead, I think we bring Clint Eastwood forward. I mean, the jig is up. We may as well get loud here. We're going to get loud. We're going to get loose. And these guys are clustered up pretty nicely. Can we catch that man in our grenade? No. We can hit both of these guys, though, and do a number on the cover, which is acceptable. All three of these guys are going to be flanked after Clint brings the house down. Eat your heart out, Bruce Willis. Your band never brought the house down the way Clint Eastwood just did. House of Blues, my ass. So you guys are all fully exposed. And in fact, we could probably... I'm tempted to shoot that tank and see if we could detonate it as well. And maybe bring down the rest of that house. But if I have a guaranteed kill shot on that stun lancer... Actually, you know what? Other people are going to be able to shoot the stun lancer. I got a guaranteed kill shot on the guy who's farthest away. We're going to take that instead. Ass over tea kettle. Jamie Lee Curtis for the style points. Oh, she sent him flipping head over heels like Dan Aykroyd in Trading Places. All right, Bruce, you can't really do much of anything. In fact, you may not even be able to blow up the tank, and also blowing up that tank has literally zero purpose at this point. 71% chance to hit. We're going to keep you on standby in case we need a flasher. Which means we've got Morgan Freeman, who could come up here and try. How big is the cone on this shotgun? Okay, we really need to know the exact size of this cone. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 7 tiles in length. And at its end, it is... Okay, so it's 7 by 5. It's 5 tiles wide and 7 long. Can we get it so that both of these guys are within 7 tiles of Morgan? 1, 2, and 5 tiles of each other. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We could wipe them both out with the shotgun if we're standing in this tile. Okay, let's test the efficacy of this attack. Let's try this and just make sure it's going to work the way we do in a the way we think it works, at least, in a consequence-free environment. You got to be kidding me that it's not hitting that. Why is that not getting hit? It's because of the... Okay, so it's the angle and the width. Even though that guy's not in cover, we should be standing like right here in this tile. Because the way it's... Okay, so it's not a length. We didn't miscount or anything. We have subtly misunderstood the positioning of it, which, all things considered, is fine. But now that we know how it works, let's see if we can avoid using it. Because if we don't have to use it, we don't really want to. Let's have instead Harrison Ford just light him up. Beautiful shot. Harrison Ford with the kill. And then we're going to walk some fire into this other guy. I don't want to risk a miss. A hit could be a guaranteed kill, but we'll take the half damage shot. It did not crit, which is fine, because we got the Cobra here to back us up. So we're going to have Sylvester Stallone come up here, hide behind this garbage can, and use his advanced stock to do 2 damage to this guy. Hit or miss, this man is dead. Man, we are lights out with the criticals. The shit is flying fast and furious. They are all over. And the great one then is going to be on Overwatch. Bruce Willis, we do still want you like as close to the potential enemies as we can get you. But I don't want to... We can't... It's too late in the turn to have you potentially risk popping a pod. So let's just drop you into Overwatch. Karen Allen, we got to find you some manner of cover. I don't really care what it is. We'll put you on Overwatch as well. So the enemy is finally going to shoot. Okay, they finally have taken a shot at the device, and it looks like they're in the back side of that house. So Jamie Lee Curtis is going to be able to bring nothing to the table from her current position. She will not have line of sight to any of them. We don't know how close they are to the back of the house, but if we can avoid activating the pod, we should very much like to do so. So, Bruce Willis, let's take you up here to this door.
Position confirmed.
And then Morgan Freeman, I think you're going to be our next man to move. Let's bring you... This may activate the pod. It did not. Excellent. That means this... We've got this lane of freedom. Oh, I feel so glorious. I feel so free, like a young teenager Find and love for the first time. Bruce will. Okay, so Stallone, we're going to bring you up here, and we're going to actually have you go ahead and reload. Next turn, we're going to kick open this door, and we're going to run through guns blazing. We could put you on the roof, but I think that's got a pretty significant likelihood of spawning a pod. So instead, Jamie Lee, let's bring you over here. Again, Jamie Lee Curtis isn't going to have a lot to bring to the table on this one. She's not really a hit and quit it kind of gal. She's more of a she'd rather stay and play. You know, Jamie Lee Curtis, she's down with the long and the strong, and she really likes to get the friction on. Yeah. Let's just bring Karen Allen up here. Karen Allen's going to be an integral part of our defensive strategy. Gunners do good damage, but from an offensive output, it doesn't really seem like they bring a lot to the table. But defensively, they've got some skills. That suppression ability they have, one, is huge, and two, basically puts an enemy just totally on lockdown. Yeah, so we know there are enemies back there because one of them shot through the window. We just got to figure out who is the best person to try and tag this. You know, we could put Jamie Lee Curtis where... I don't want anybody next to the exploding bit. That's for damn sure. Eastwood, you still got grenades, right? All right, so you're getting one of our trigger positions. This will probably activate a pod. It definitely did. So what do we got? Okay, one sectoid. What are you? That guy has 6 health. What the hell is that guy? We know about the surveillance drone. What are you? Wait, go back. What is this thing? An advent engineer. That guy has grenades. That's bad. Grenades are very bad. Okay, well, you know what, son? I think you're about to get hoisted on your own petard then. I am not going to tolerate anybody flinging grenades at my troops. No, sir. So enjoy some damage and goodbye to your cover. It may seem a little bit like I'm overreacting to some of these threats, but I don't really feel like I am. If anything, I may have underreacted to this guy. This guy is really dangerous. So, Jamie Lee Curtis, if we bring you over here, can you see that man? He doesn't have cover anymore. No, you can't see him from there. Why not? What's in the way? Oh, that's actually a bedroom, and there are no walls, doors, or other. So we're going to have one other potential shooter who will be able to fire from this spot, but they will have a flank shot. So we got to make sure it's like maybe one of our best shooters. Unless Bruce Willis? Oh, he can do it. No, I don't give a shit about that. Okay, so we wasted that grenade, but honestly, we couldn't have stabbed him through the wall anyway. Bruce Willis, there's a neck that needs shanking. Go get Stabby. He's the greatest cut man in the business, folks. Oh, it's well, come on, but Peter, Mickey's the greatest cut man in the business, man. You know what? Sorry, Mickey has been replaced. Also, Burgess Meredith is fucking dead. Speaking of greatest cut man ever, maybe we just dove 2 for 2 on that shit and double up. 95% chance minimum damage is a kill. I'm gonna be willing to accept those sorts of odds.
Did you see that one?
I'd like to remind you, Pete, that when a bitch gets shanked by a man who's done time in Shawshank prison, that shanking is a thorough shanking indeed. In the Shawshank, Pete, you learn it's shank or be shanked. And I learned to shank with the best of them. Alright, so we're not going to get much of anything out of Jamie Lee Curtis, so we're just going to have her throw a grenade. And, no, I don't want you to reload. I want you to throw this frag grenade. And the sole reason we're going to throw this frag, well, one, we shred some armor here. But two, I'm really more interested in destroying the cover so we can open up line of sight, get some shots at this guy. We're not going to get anything more useful out of Jamie Lee here. So there's the shred. The walls have come tumbling down, and that means now worst case scenario... Okay, well, you know what? We might as well take the light 'em up shot. If it misses, and holy crap, man, I'm pretty sure you just split Karen Allen's wig there. That was some real dangerous shooting, champ. But worst case scenario, I was going to say we can we'll miss the second shot and then we walk fire in and hope for the repeater. Dude, you're blowing, what the hell? Karen Allen's going to wind up with a head wound here. So we want to get any Overwatch we could possibly get on those tiles.
I'm trusting you here.
It doesn't look like we're going to have like a huge chance for any kind of like glorious sort of Overwatch calamity. We've got reinforcements coming in as much as I'd love to set up some kind of death trap and just have them all spawn in and immediately die. That's really not on the menu. We're going to have two sort of terrible opportunities for some Overwatch. But if we get even a single hit, that's just bonus damage. We're also pretty well positioned as far as Shankins go. There's going to be some people getting sliced up in here like in the shower at Oz. I hate to break it to you, Advent, but one of you is going to play the part of Luke Perry here. Yeah, you spotted me. There I am. I'm running. Oh, here we go. Karen Allen. Nice shot. Wasn't a kill, but you softened him up nicely. And can we finish him off? We got 2 damage out of that.
Not good.
Didn't get him. All right. Well, I mean, if we didn't get him, we did reduce him to 1 health, which means Sylvester Stallone has definitely got the follow-up. Shotgun cone, maybe? We could run and gun for the cone. I don't hate that plan. Eastwood, if you got a grenade left, you do not. Does anybody have a grenade left? Harrison Ford does. Can he get it on target? No, he's actually pretty badly out of position. Bruce Willis could flashbang him. Karen Allen. You know what? Here, Karen, just do this. We're going to have you walk over here to this door. Just kick open this door and shoot this man in the back. This is fine. We're going to be... This is perfectly okay. Door comes open. Oh, hello. Surprise. Oh, hi, Advent Trooper. Get wrecked.
What'd you expect?
Well, I expected you to ruin him the way Lisa ruined Mark. And you know what? You did. You ruined his shit. And this is not a great shot, but we're not going to... Well, can we do better if we move Jamie Lee Curtis, maybe? Like, is there a better position for her to shoot from? Can she see him from this tile? She can. Yeah, why not? The shot's not going to get worse. That's for certain. We'll be a little closer. Okay, we improved it by 4%. Acceptable. That 4% may be the difference between a miss and a hit. Holy shit, she domed him.
I definitely got that one.
Yeah, you damn sure did. All right, so now the question just is, who do we want to feed this kill to? And we might be able to get it. Can Harrison Ford see that guy from here? No. All right, well, I mean, it was worth a shot. I'm trying to decide who needs kills. And you know what, Bruce Willis? You kind of got porked on this mission. I'm giving this one to you. Go stab this man in the jink. In the jink? I don't know. I was gonna say Jimmy, and then I tried to thought at the last second I'll switch it to junk because he may not have a penis. I don't know how Advent genitals work. And then I just made a portmanteau of the two, and it didn't work at all. But that kill did get us promotion. Perfect. We even fed the right character. Man, Operation Crystal Tears. That's triple flawlesses. I'm feeling really good about this campaign, man. These Hollywood All-Stars, they do not fuck around. This Long War perk pack, we got some powerful, powerful troopers coming up. 2 enemies killed per turn, a new record. That's pretty good. Harrison Ford dealt the most damage. Really, Harrison Ford. Yeah. I spent all my time. Just want to go back to Jackson Hole. Spend some time with Calista and the kids. So Hollywood just won't leave me alone, and I can't say no to the money, Pete. I just can't. It's millions and millions of dollars when I drive a dump truck full of money up to your house. What are you supposed to do, Pete? What are you supposed to you say yes, and then suddenly you're inside a freezer while a nuclear bomb goes off, and you're destroying a childhood icon and ruin the memories of thousands of people. But what am I supposed to do, Pete? I'm just one man. 72-year-old actor. Roles don't come around every day anymore. If somebody says you want $25 million to be Indiana Jones, you're like, well, yes, I do. And then you take the money.
If we keep this up, the aliens don't stand a chance.
Yeah, it was pretty good, Lily. 3 flawless missions in a row. We are rolling. Since we got our 7th squad member, man, I feel really good. Why does everybody's head disappear every time anybody gets a promotion, though? I'm seriously curious about that. And also, it's real fucking creepy. It's like I'm having a kind of a Silent Hill flashback where, for a moment, this mission never really happened and everybody actually got their heads cut off. I don't like it. Boosted cores. Explosive grenades do 1 additional damage. It's actually pretty good. Suppression. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's alright, but with Karen Allen on the squad and we have the area suppression, that's actually not that good. The area suppression is so much better, and it's unlikely we'll ever want it. It's not bad. Suppression is legitimately a solid ability. What we need to think about, though, is it as good as boosted cores? And the answer to that is definitely no. It's not even close. Smoker does what? A free smoke grenade, which we could launch at range. That's interesting, but so far these defensive abilities in the support tree are not blowing my hair back. I'm definitely going to go for boosted cores. And Harrison Ford, ooh, what do you get? Well, apart from a crew of headless monstrosities hounding your every step, what else do you get? So you also could get suppression. All right, will to survive, which I don't like. What is aggression? 5 critical chance for each enemy you can see up to a maximum of 30. These are all bad. All of them bad. If we had cool under pressure instead of walk fire, I might take suppression. I also might not. Aggression is not terrible. I honestly think suppression is probably overall a more useful ability than aggression. But, well, I mean, we could shoot once and then suppress a target. That would give us an opportunity to do some interesting stuff with like really low percentage shots. Like we got like a 55% chance to hit. We could take our first shot with light them up and just hope to get lucky, and then if that fails, we could always pin the target with, you know, suppression is probably better. The reason I'm not a big fan of aggression is, when am I going to be able to see enough enemies to make that bonus critical chance reasonable? If we really wanted to give us a bonus, like a 15% bonus critical chance, which ideally would be about as big as that bonus would ever get, because if there are more than 3 enemies on the map, you've already made a mistake. And if we were really desperate for an extra 15% critical chance, what we would do instead, although, you know, it would be pretty good to... It actually does combo with walk fire, okay, because walk fire can critical. That'd be bigger slugs of potentially guaranteed damage, assuming you get the critical, which, I don't know. Which is going to be more useful? Here's the question. That or being able to fire at an enemy, miss, and then suppress them so that you can get a free Overwatch shot. The drawback of that is that takes a lot of ammo. If we fire a shot, suppress a target, and then take Overwatch at it, unless we have a clip size upgrade, we've just emptied our weapon. Now, you know what? I'm going to take aggression, actually. Just because I think it pairs better with walk fire, and we've already sort of made the decision to go in that direction. What's Bruce Willis get? I'm really, really liking Shinobis. They seem very, very good. Right, Hunter's Instinct. Ranged attacks against flanked enemies deal +3 damage. Sword attacks have a bonus 15% chance to critically hit. That's actually pretty good, especially since we're going to be getting rid of this SMG. It does not stack with covert. In fact, probably now that I think about it from a mechanical perspective, probably the way that worked is that the SMG just gives you the covert perk. So Hunter's Instinct's pretty good. Lone Wolf. 10 aim and 10 defense when 7 or more tiles distant from any ally. Interesting, but not fantastic. And Shadow Strike. When concealed, +25 bonus aim and +25 bonus critically hitting when attacking enemies. I would really rather have Hunter's Instinct. Just because it gives bonus damage to swords and it also makes shotguns. I mean, it makes our sword more likely to critical. Yeah, you know, I'm sticking with Saboteur. Shadow Strike is intriguing, and I do like it, but Hunter's Instinct is just too good. Bruce Spacebar Willis. I mean, sure, that's a nickname, but... Yeah, we also picked up Dr. Alex Campbell. Oh, another scientist, man. We have 3 scientists already. The science is rolling in, man. It's rolling big, too. It's rolling into deep like an Adele song, or like Adele at a buffet. All right, so Karen Indy Allen got her will restored and increased. She got rid of her shaken. We've increased our research time by 20%. One thing we got to do before we wrap up this episode, though, we're heading down to view the old soldiers, because say what you want, I am not going to let Bruce Willis have the name Spacebar. That's ridiculous. No, it's just this will not stand. Spacebar, Bruce Spacebar Willis. I mean, if he was like Keanu Reeves, I could see it. Keanu Spacebar Reeves, that makes more sense. What do we want to do with Bruce Willis? Honestly, I think for Bruce Willis, we just we gotta go with the patented. I mean, there's no reason to buck conventions. Sometimes the nicknames choose themselves. But I think we're just gonna go with Bruce Die Hard Willis, because why the hell not? You know what? No, actually, I changed that. We gotta flip it. We can't just go straight up on it. We're gonna do Bruce Die Soft Willis, because he doesn't really get a lot of kills. He's a ninja. He's soft on his feet. That's his bit. He's got to invert the trope, man. We gotta flip it on its head. You gotta come at him from an unexpected angle, like Bruce Willis. He's gonna be like, you want me to come in there and make you die hard? Oh, come out to the coast, shoot a few aliens, make them die hard. No, die soft. He wants you to die after living a long and fruitful life surrounded by your loving family in a care facility where they can ease your passing from this mortal coil into the next realm with a nice dose of pharmaceuticals. That's what he wants. Die soft. Also, he wants to get rid of this SMG and bring that shotgun back. If the conceal bonus we get from carrying an SMG does not stack with the conceal bonus that he already gets from being a shinobi, I'd rather have the higher base damage. And also, I'd like to wrap this episode up. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see whether or not Bruce's enemies do die surrounded by their loving families in a peaceful, blissful scene at the end of a long life well lived, go ahead, Bradford. No, that's fine. I wasn't waxing poetic or anything.
Biochemist in the pharmaceutical industry, mainly researching vaccine production techniques. Because of my background, I was rounded up by Advent.
Did you quietly euthanize patients, Dr. Tigan? Is that why you got kicked out of the gene therapy clinic? Were you a Black Widow, Dr. Tigan? Every time Dr. Tigan opens his mouth to give us more of his backstory, that story gets a little bit darker and darker. I'm really beginning to wonder why Dick Tigan wound up, well, I was going to say I'm beginning to wonder. I actually understand, I think, why Dick Tigan wound up banished to the outskirts and the fringes of society to do his secret creepy experiments. Because he's a goddamn monster. That's why. Anyway, thanks for Bradford's outro introduction. I was trying to wax poetic about dying after a life well lived, but you know what? To hell with it. Thanks very much for watching. And if you want to see that more outro interruptions, subscribe every single time. Every episode, Bradford, every episode. Thanks very much for watching, though. I'll see you again soon.